For instance, I remember in 1980 at the Mr. Olympia, I came third in the pre-judging because I still had too much fluid. And the judges came to me and says, Arnold, I'm sorry to tell you, you're not going to win tonight. And I said, no shit. I said, what's wrong? He says, you're not as sharp as you were the last time we saw you. This, of course, now 5 years later, I know that we understand that, but I just want you to know it's not going to happen. So I went literally into a sauna when I went back after the pre-judging. I went into a sauna at the hotel and I posed for an hour to sweat out more fluid. And then I went back at night and I was sharper. And then I did my best job with the posing routine and I ended up winning.
So I don't usually post much bodybuilding stuff, but I came across this, and this was an interesting moment in bodybuilding history, the 1980 Mr. Olympia. And I've seen some different videos about it. I've read a little about it. I've talked to some people about it. But up until a little while ago, I did not hear or see anything about this story that he told in the video that you just saw about him saying that the judges told him he wasn't going to win. The thing is that I really don't believe anything he says, because he used to give people shitty advice to throw them off, psychological warfare. So that's what he did. He would, manipulate people. I heard that him and Franco got Sergio Oliva to actually somehow teased him, get him to gain weight to throw off his physique look or something. But so I actually really, I'm not gonna assume that anything Arnold says is true. He might just be trying to tell a story to sound like make it sound more dramatic. I don't know, but about the 1980 Mr. Olympia is that a lot of people think that it was rigged. Some people think that he was guaranteed a win if he came back. Well, he was allowed to join after the entries were already put in, like after the deadline. So that right there, I know that pissed a lot of people off because they let him in, even though no one else would have been able to join at the last second like that. I think he joined only a few weeks before. And the thing is that this was like the ultimate way for him to fucking close out his bodybuilding career and like as a becoming a champion again. No one thought that he was going to compete. They thought he was just going to be there helping. And they're like, what? He's going to compete? And then he ends up winning. And the thing is that a guy that I had trained me a little bit, a personal trainer, he won't admit that Arnold was still the best. A lot of people think it was rigged. I think Arnold was still the best, but I mean, some people might say, it's just because it's Arnold, but I think he did look the best of all of them, even though he didn't look as good as he used to before that. But of course not. He was fucking gigantic way before that. When he was in his 20s. In 1980, he was 33 when he won his 7th after being retired for several years. But yeah, so the guy that I trained with a little bit, he thinks that Menser should have won, but I don't agree with that. I think just a lot of people are just pissed off and just didn't want to admit that Arnold was still the best, and they were angry that he was able to come and compete at the last second and fucking win. But the thing is that Frank Zane was really pissed off about it. I think the person that was pissed off the most was Menser, but Frank Zane has some Olympia titles. He has 3 Olympia titles, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's still a legend on his own in the bodybuilding world. But Menser, the thing is that I guess this is going to be talking shit on Menser, but I mean, and yeah, people will be like, but he's dead. I'm like, I don't really. No, it's not going to stop me from saying what I want to say about him. I mean, I posted some stuff about him before, and I really don't get the whole thing with Menser. The thing is that I guarantee you, Mike Menser would have won a fucking Olympia title. He would have won an Olympia title if he didn't quit. He was only 29. He quits after the 1980 Olympia because he was so butthurt. He would have won an Olympia if he had come back and competed, because he was good. He would have won for sure if he didn't give up. It's such a shame to see someone waste their greatness, waste an opportunity for greatness. That just shows, that's one of the reasons why Arnold was better, because he worked harder and didn't give up. But Menser, I don't get it why so many people, he has like this fucking cult. All these people that still follow his like advice these days, because he used to train a lot of people. He used to say like, don't push yourself until you can't do it anymore. That's not what bodybuilding is about. Yeah, it is. That's how Arnold did it. I mean, anytime I've never been the biggest. I used to do like cardio until I was ready to fall over when I lost a lot of weight when I was a teenager. I exercise here and there. I'm not, as into it as guys like Arnold, of course, or a lot of those guys out there that are in much better shape than me. But I've pushed myself far, and that's how I do things. So I'll get really into it. I'll push myself far, and I'm just like, and I think about how good I'm going to feel after I get, the cardio session done or whatever. But just I don't know why so many people believed Mike Menser's bullshit, like about how it's not about pushing yourself too far. And he would say that he only worked out had small workout sets, like a half hour, an hour a day. Fuck that. What a fucking liar. Yeah, bullshit. There's some speculation that he was giving shitty advice, like Arnold was known to just throw off people. You know, yeah, I don't trust anyone. You know, that could have very well been Mency Boy's agenda, just to trick people. But no, whenever I've taken instruction for training for exercises, I mean, I would just like to get the point. I haven't gotten to this point yet, but I like to train with someone that is certified, that's like been taught properly, knows what they're doing, and then they just show me all the fucking exercises, and then I would like to get to the point eventually, once I start seeing whichever trainer I end up getting together with, as long as it's a professional certified one, and then I just learn all the exercises from him or her, and I do all the exercises until I know them by heart, and I can just do them myself. That's what I want to achieve. Just early on anyway, with getting together with a trainer again, is learning all the exercises, and then it is nice for me. It's nice to have a trainer because I can because it's discipline. It's like, all right, I paid for this session. I have this session coming up. I'm not going to blow it off. So it's an accountability thing. That's what it actually is. So that's another reason for me to do it. But yeah, I would like to get better at learning at knowing all the exercises and stuff. It's just it's hard. I mean, there's a reason why most people aren't consistently into fitness, because it's torturous. But yeah, like I was saying with Menser, I think his whole thing was bullshit. I mean, he looked good, but I don't think he was honest. And yeah, the guy was a quitter. The guy was a quitter, and he never won any Olympias. And it's like, that's just looking at what he did and how he wasted his talent. That just really scares me into you don't want to not wasting opportunities. That's a scary thing to think of, ending up like someone like Mike Menser. So, well, there you have it. Just some stuff I want to say since I saw Arnold talking about the Olympia. I don't know. I didn't even know. I'm actually kind of surprised that Arnold talked about it again, because I mean, that's a relatively newer video from what it looks like. So I figured that would have been something that maybe he wouldn't have wanted to really go over much because of the controversy. I don't think he really talked about it much in his book. I'm not sure, but crazy. God, dude, he fucking pissed so many people off. But that's how good he was. He just got under people's skin. So but I was also gonna say, with him talking about with me not believing anything that comes out of his fucking mouth. I mean, look what he did to his family with the cheating and stuff. That's why I don't believe anyone like that. Like, if you're gonna go and violate your family like that and cover up an affair, I don't put anything past you. So he's well, I'm not gonna go into talking smack about Arnold really full throttle here. So, but yeah, all right, I'm gonna wrap up here. Like, comment, follow, see you.